Hey, welcome to Exploring Israel Online. I'm so glad that you're taking time to go through this course to explore the places and understand what Israel's all about. I really do believe when you understand Israel and you study the geographic location of the Holy Land, the Bible begins to go from black and white to color and it transforms you. Hi, my name is Jeff, and I'm so glad you've chosen to join this. Thanks for checking this class out. I'm an Israel explorer, a pastor, a dad, a student of the Bible, and an author. And when I was in seminary studying these things, I memorized maps, but I did not have a clue what I was talking about until I went to Israel, until I decided to take groups back to Israel. So just because I have advanced degrees in this doesn't give me all the credibility in the world. But when you've been to Israel and you've studied these places and you literally stood in the places where Jesus, the disciples, the Old Testament saints have stood, it all begins to make sense for you. When my wife and I went to Israel the first time with a group of couples, I thought it was something to check off my bucket list. The time was right, the price was right, and so we went. But about halfway through, we felt like we were drinking out of a fire hydrant, and so we decided, man, we need to bring groups back to this because this is overwhelming, spiritually overwhelming, mentally overwhelming, sometimes physically overwhelming with the amount of miles that we walked. But it was so exciting to stand here, and we so wanted to bring other people back to experience the same thing that we did. So we decided to organize tours to come back to Israel. Well, a couple days into each tour, no doubt somebody on the tour or multiple people would say, hey, can you remind us what happened on the first day, because we've already forgotten, because there's so much to think about. And that's why I wrote a book called Exploring Israel, Helpful Insights for Studying the Land of the Bible. That's why I wrote it, so that you could absorb these places that we'll talk about in this course. This book would be a great supplement for you to pick up as you go through this course, to be able to listen and read about these places that you're going to experience, with pictures and video to help supplement all of this course. So we came back home, we organized tours to take back, and it was really exciting to see how the aha moments were popping up all over the place for people. And that's why I developed this course for people that have been to Israel, are going to Israel, or never get to Israel, but they want to study these places. I believe when you understand these places and their geographic locations to each other, you begin to understand biblical stories better. That's why I developed this course, going to over 30 places with other information like, how do you get ready for a trip to Israel? What should I expect? Is Israel safe? What about Christians and Muslims and Jews? Do they get along with one another? And why do they do that? I covered all in this course. So I stay up to speed with all the content. If you want to stay up to speed, you can go to jeffbaxter.org. That's my website. Keep up to speed, get a lot of other free things that are on that website, as well as when our future tours are going to Israel. And we'd love to have you go with us. You can also check out where to purchase a copy of Exploring Israel on Amazon or on my website. So thanks again for considering jumping into this course. I hope you do. And let me know how else I can help you. I'm available. My email address is there for you to contact me. I hope you enjoy the journey.